Back in the day, one of my go-to channels to watch on YouTube was Vanos Gaming. One member in particular that used to feature heavily in these videos was British YouTuber Craig Thompson, aka miniladd. Now for those of you who don't know, miniladd was a pretty big deal across the 2010s, so much so that in 2019 he ranked 3rd in the Sunday Times list of the top 100 UK influencers, finishing behind PewDiePie and KSI. This was a YouTuber that did various gaming videos, challenges and blogs, and at the time he was pulling in millions of views on a regular basis. But in the last few years, miniladd has lost over 1.1 million subscribers, and now if he's lucky, his new video uploads might pull in 50k views. So what happened? Well, to put it bluntly, miniladd decided to show off his miniladd to a couple of minors over a period of time. It feels pretty commonplace these days to have YouTubers end up being some sort of sick freak who uses their power and fame to take advantage of those who idolize them and watch their videos. These accusations first surfaced back in June 2020 when Harley and Ash released long detailed statements about their experiences with miniladd when they were both around 16-17 whilst he was in his early 20s. Harley's account included events where Craig began going into more detail about his experiences with his ex, including getting erections over her and how it was apparently impacting his mental health. This naturally progressed to him sending bulge pics to Harley to show that his miniladd wasn't that mini. The rest of her account highlights ways in which she felt she was being heavily manipulated by miniladd, from referencing his suicidal tendencies to expressing how scared he was of all this coming out. However, it was his interactions with Ash that took all this to a weirder, sick place. Ash originally had a fan account for miniladd, and eventually she became friends with a group of girls that all followed him. He briefly joined and left their group chat after being invited to it, but then Craig began DMing Ash privately. Once more, she detailed how he began using his recent breakup and the effects it was having on his mental health for his conversations with her. And before I continue, I just gotta say, one thing that pisses me off about all this is the way Craig used the mental health as a way to generate sympathy from these girls. There's having mental health issues and trying to do something about it, and then there's having mental health issues and using it as a way to manipulate and control the feelings of others around you. Anyways, let's continue with this fun path we're on. According to Ash's account, things quickly changed when Craig asked her if she was a virgin and if he could take her virginity. Various screenshots were captured and shared when Ash uploaded all of this, including miniladd referring to his boy downstairs in the 3rd person, as well as casually telling her that he has a kink for people saying how big it is. During their exchanges, he would often ask for nudes, and it was he who would initiate these types of conversations, even after telling him she wasn't comfortable sending things like this. Further screenshots on this covered times where he continues asking for pics, going as far as to say that if he was a boyfriend and having to wait this long, he'd be annoyed, with him adding that he's here to help you. After all this came out, Craig responded with a statement on Twitter, and of course in this statement, around 75% of it was focused more on needing professional help, therapy, and the long road of personal searching ahead of him. And then towards the end of the year, after a long period of radio silence, miniladd released his apology video, which was so sincere that he since made it unavailable to watch on his channel. What I hate about these YouTube videos is that 99% of the time, these types of videos are made to solely manipulate one's audience. These apology videos aren't about apologizing to the victims, they're purely made to appeal to a fan base and to convince them to stick with them, as well as continue watching their videos as if nothing happened. And wow, if you've never seen this video, it's definitely worth checking out if you want to understand the mentality of someone that's constantly looking to manipulate. I mean, take this for example.
And there was even a message where I said this is because what I said there is true. I did try to end my life at the beginning of 2017. I'm not looking for sympathy.
How could you talk about wanting to take your own life and then immediately saying afterwards, I'm not looking for sympathy? A couple of months later, Twitch moved forward with permanently banning him from their platform, deactivating an account that had around 750,000 followers. Since then, miniladd has continued to upload across his main channel as well as his side channel Craig Thompson, which covers more vlog and challenge type content. Now, I get that people can change and improve themselves over time, even more so when they see seek and get the help they need to get to a better place. What I do have an issue with is that on 2 separate occasions, miniladd has shown that he has abused his position to take advantage of minors for his own selfish, twisted gains. And so to go back to producing the type of videos that are more likely to attract a younger audience, especially knowing what he's done in the past, it makes me feel really uneasy. Even now though, despite these allegations occurring years ago, some of miniladd's most recent videos will still have a number of highly liked comments that sheds light on his past actions. Whilst you may feel people deserve a second chance, and in most occasions they do, even Craig Thompson does, surely as time goes on, he has to see that actions also have consequences. When you have a platform that attracts younger audiences and then you go ahead and abuse your position to take advantage of them, to me, that's something you can't go back to. Just because you feel like you've improved yourself as a person, it doesn't mean you continue doing what you were doing like nothing has happened. I'm really intrigued to hear your thoughts about miniladd and the aftermath of everything that has gone down these past few years. This is my first video with this type of content, and I really want these videos to encourage anyone to engage in conversation about the videos I make. So please don't be scared, comment away. Also, if there's any topics you want me to cover, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.